Sit it, da 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 da. Sit it, da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom 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 doom. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Sibba dibba da ba boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da. It's Titan in the morning. 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 Titan in the morning. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, tap, 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 tap. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Wait, where we at? Are we in this morning? Wait a minute, where we at? Good morning. Look, I don't know where I'm at this morning. Okay, look, y'all. Look, I'm over here pressing buttons and doing everything, and it just did not do right this morning. Look, I'm watching myself on the other screen, and I'm like halfway, full way, sideways. Look, y'all, I'm gonna take that back just a moment. Hold on. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you all. Look, let me tell y'all something. If it don't go bad or don't go wrong, if something don't happen, then I don't think it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times what happens is we sit up here and we say, oh, well, things are perfect, but they not perfect. They not perfect. All right. So y'all see it happen this morning. Well, anyway, let me start over again. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead on because I see y'all coming in. I see the comments. Hold on. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you. Now, look, y'all already know this microphone is out this morning, and I'm feeling good this morning. So I want y'all to feel good with me. Y'all feel good this morning? Hey, good morning to you. Hey, Lucy Lou. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all so much. Okay, good morning. Hey, Jazz. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Gracefully. Good morning. I'm saying good morning to all of y'all this morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Mandy. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning to you all. Hey, good morning. Now, look, y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we do. We know how we do it. Hey, Carrie. Is it Carrie? Kari? Let me know if I'm saying that correctly. Good morning. Wait, I don't know why this microphone I always want to get all up in the middle, in the front, and I don't know. Hey, Lady Drake. Good morning. Hey, Lucy Lou said, good morning. Because y'all know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Yeah, like Carrie, like Kari. Oh, Kari. I got you, Kari. All right, I got you. Kari said, that's how you spell it. That's how you say it. It's like Kari. All right, I got you, Kari. I know. The microphone want to be seen, right, Lucy Lou? I don't know why I want to be seen, but y'all know what? This morning I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hold on. All right, y'all. So my what's the name is buffering this morning. I don't know why it's buffering, but it's on the other side over here. Hey, good morning to you all. Hey, TikTok. Hey, y'all go ahead on tippity tip 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 tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Show me some love. Show me some gifts. Do all that good stuff. I got a goal of 300 roses this morning, so you know how that goes, right? Good morning. Let's see what we have. What we got going on this morning. Oh, no. Hey, good morning to you. I hope that you all had a wonderful weekend, that you all were able to get out, get some sun. If not, relax, do something, however it is that you wanted to do it for the weekend. But I wanted to say, yeah, hope you all had a good weekend. I know this morning I'm a little not as hype as I normally am, but we're gonna get there. Hey, Patrick, good morning. Y'all see, I'm over here sipping this morning. Let me tell y'all something. This microphone is out this morning. Me. Yes, Patrick said good morning. You know, I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Good morning to you. Okay, good morning. Let's see what we got here. We got a little something. Hey, Queen, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Come on in. Come on in. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead on and do it because the microphone seems like it's not going nowhere, right? So I just want to do this morning because I feel good this morning. Hold on. I feel like I want to pop a fan. Yeah, let me pop a fan just for a second. Just for a second. Give me a little Arctic wind with the fan. Give me a little Arctic wind with the fan. Y'all see it? Y'all got it? All right, y'all. This is what we doing this morning. This is what we doing. I don't know what it is about popping those fans, but you just really want to just pop the fan. You know what I mean? Can I just pop it again? Can I just pop it one more time? I just want to pop it. I just want to pop it. I know, right? I know. Look, y'all, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure that I'm good over here. Look, the microphone is sitting up over, and yeah. Okay, y'all. Look, y'all. I'm in this morning. I'm in. I'm trying to make sure that I'm good this morning. Okay. Now, look. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. I just feel good this morning, right? When you feel good, you feel good, right? So let's do a little something. Wet my whistle. Me. I just, I haven't done a Titans groove in the beginning of the show in a long time, so I just want to do it. Can I do it? Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. It looks like my screen over here is a little fuzzy. Is it fuzzy? Hold on. Is that better? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what happened. Hold on before I get into it. Hold on. Oh, there you go. That's a little better. All right, y'all. All right. Look. That's a little better. Look a little. All right. Okay. What you say? You better get into it. Me. Y'all ready? Look, I want to do a little old school. Now, look, y'all let me know that y'all are in. Show me some thumbs up, some hearts, some love, like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend, do all of that good stuff. Y'all with me this morning? All right, that's what we gonna do. Sit it, ta. Sit it, ta. It's Titan in the morning. Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. Is Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. I just want to say it one good time. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Look, y'all. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Come on. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Look, y'all, come on in. We're going to talk this morning about why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters, right? We're going to talk about having a business. We're going to talk about having a queer business. We're going to talk about having a black queer business is what I have. We're going to talk about those things, but I want to talk to you all about, let me move this microphone. Let me move it over here. We're going to talk about it because it's actually really important. And the reason that I started doing the Titan Capri experience is because of Black queer entrepreneurship, right? And so my Titan Capri experience is a little different than regular entrepreneurship, right? I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna explain that. But that's what we're talking about this morning. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in. Y'all got y'all cups this morning. Let's go ahead on and sip with it. Because you know I got a little something that I want y'all to know and then want y'all to do. Come on. Come in and come talk to me. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see the comments. Yes, indeed. No, I have no problem with that at all. So, y'all, good morning to you all. Look, let me tell y'all something. I do what I do because it's what I do. I think that we all have to. I'm going to stop for a second because somebody said, well, why do you do this over in the comments? I do this because I love it. I love representing. I love being. I love who I am in this world, in this moment. And I think that a lot of times what we do is that we're not true to ourselves. Now, I'm not telling you that it was easy doing this or getting here, but yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times there are things that I wanted to do that I didn't do. And this is going to tie into the entrepreneurship and the business, right? The Titan Capri experience. But there was a lot of times that I wanted to do certain things that I couldn't do them because of or whatever, the stigma, the trauma. I felt like I wasn't going to be successful or whatever have you, right? And so when we talk about why entrepreneurship matters, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about today. Okay. Kari says, I'm here with my strawberry lemonade and coloring book. Come on and give us facts. Okay, Kari. Okay. Look, Kari, I'm with you. I love some strawberry lemonade. Woo, woo. So let me tell you, I go over to Sonic, Kari, and I get the fresh lemon berry slush. Oh my God. My God, today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But come on, Kari. I love it. I love the fact that you got you some strawberry lemonade and you got a coloring book. Okay, come on, come on. Don't tell me that it's a good time. Okay, don't tell me it's a good time. Yes, indeed. Hey, y'all, good morning. Hey, Angela, good morning. You know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. All right, y'all. So, hey, Markel, good morning. Good morning. Markel said, love your style and energy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, y'all, this is what's going on this morning, right? Let me fix my hat this morning. So, we're talking about why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters, right? I know that you're saying that, like, because this is things that people have said, right? Right, you're going to a mall, you're going out shopping, everything is for everybody. You know, there's no labels on it or anything like that. But y'all, there's a lot of times that has been times that you felt that you were being part of the community, part of the LGBTQIA plus community, and you didn't have things that were catered to you. Just like me being a black man, at one point in my life, I felt like things were not being catered to me, meaning being made for me, understood who I was and things like that, right? Because I identify as a black gay man. So the reality of it is that there was a lot of things that were not for our black and brown people in years, right? Although we were making these things and doing all of this, it was not centered around the LGBTQIA plus, right? It was very much this is what it was. And you would see it once a year, right? Now things are more on the forefront. Things are out there. They're more prevalent all year round. But it used to be around Pride Month that everything would just blow up. It would just be, oh, hey, hey, hey. hey, Pride Month, come get your Pride, apparel and do all of this kind of stuff like that. And that's what it was. But the reality of it is that that's not centering us in a 365 24/7. Does that make sense? So, my entrepreneurship is a little different than regular entrepreneurship, but I want to talk to those out there that may have something like I have and feel that it doesn't fit into the ecosystem or feel that it's not part of the community because it's different in that aspect. Okay. Now, y'all, I'm going to talk about my Titan Capri experience quite a bit today. I'm going to show you all a short video explaining what the Titan Capri experience is, and we're going to talk about it and be about it today. So first, let me start off by saying that I didn't know that I had a business, or I didn't know that I wanted to have a business or be an entrepreneur, right? Because I felt like my business, I felt like what I was doing, let me be transparent. I felt like what I was doing was just talking. I had the gift of gab, right? I could talk to anybody, right? And that's not a brag nor a boast. That's me saying that's what I did, right? So I started off with the thought to ponder, correct? I started off doing that, giving some insight onto loving yourself and being with, being who you are and loving and being part of the community. Then when I started on my journey, I took everything to the forefront, right? Meaning that I was talking about being a Black gay man who is HIV positive, right? And thriving in my diagnosis. And I celebrated 20 years this year, right? Now, all of this is what I'm saying is going to make sense when I tell you what I did and then how we incorporated the Titan Capri experience. So I'm giving you all this. I knew that I wanted to let people have an experience. I knew that we were taking the human aspect out of this world, out of this life. After 19 happened, it changed us for forever, right? And so a lot of times what we would do is that we would start up businesses, but they were not LGBTQIA plus centered. Now, let me y'all got me on that, because I got to tell y'all this story, because this is how it happened, right? So what happened was I knew that I had something, but I didn't know that if it was a viable business, meaning entrepreneurship, for profit or not for profit. I didn't know, right? I was thinking that I was doing a good thing. I was waking up in the mornings, and then I started doing Titan in the morning. Well, I knew that everybody wanted to, I knew that I wanted to have an experience. I knew that my experience throughout my journey, right, of being a Black gay man, throughout that journey wasn't one that was very, very palatable, right? It was hard. It was stigma. It was trauma. It was all of these things. And then society wasn't accepting me in my whole self. Y'all following me? Y'all with me? Why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. I'm with y'all this morning. I'm with y'all. Stay with me, right? So I knew I had a business, quote unquote. I knew I had something. I didn't know it was a business. And so y'all know that I have been a part of the Normal Anomaly since 2018, 2019. I've been with them. Some would say that I'm a cornerstone in the Normal Anomaly, but I know Ian, I can call Ian my brother. But the thing is that the Normal Anomaly had a cohort which was called the Liberator cohort. The cohort. It was called the Liberator cohort, right? Y'all with me? Okay. Look. Okay, look, y'all. Look. I know, right? I know. So this is what I want to do, right? I want to give a shout out to this because I want to make sure that we understand what that is, right? We want to understand what we have. So if you go to the normalanomaly.org, right? I'm going to spell it out for you all. NORMALANOMALY.org. I'm going to put it down in the comments, right? Because no, they didn't know I was going to do this morning, because I really did not think about it until I was doing this, stating that entrepreneurship matters, right? That I was part of the Liberator cohort. Not saying that I forgot, but I wanted to tell you how I became the Titan Capri experience through the Liberator cohort. And I want to bring that to the forefront. And they have went on to produce and help more and more entrepreneurs. So Project Liberate curates businesses with social impact. Project Liberate is a 6-month cohort filled with retreats, bonding, building, group economics, and opportunities for advancement. This program has helped launch 48 businesses and is preparing for demonstration in 3 cities across the southern United States. Are you ready to make history with us? Join Project Liberate Year 4. And then it tells you here, if you go to the Normal Anomaly initiative, if you type in Google the Normal Anomaly, right? And you may have to put in the initiative behind it, but if you go to normalanomaly.org, you can find that, right? You can apply for the cohort now, and let's liberate together. So there's an application for you to do that. But here's the thing, right? You heard that I read it's a 6-month cohort, right? And so what it does is it teaches you about entrepreneurship. It teaches you about, although your entrepreneurship or your business may not be the niche, right? May not have what you think, myself, an audience, you are in a position to produce something with social impact, with community impact. All right, y'all with me? All right, so Joel was leading this. I'm a Project Liberate Year 1. Year 1. For all of y'all out there that's Project Liberate thinking y'all doing something because y'all year 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I was 1. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all don't fight me now. Don't fight me, okay? Don't fight me. Look, hey, the King NHIC. I'm sorry, the King, the HNIC. Good morning. So what I did was I said I wanted to be a part of this Project Liberate, right? Because I wanted to have liberation of, I know that I have something for the community, but I don't necessarily know what that is, right? So I go into this Project Liberate cohort and they teach me about business. Now, they have 2 tracks. You can be for profit or not for profit, right? But I didn't think I fit in anywhere because y'all know my gift of gab, my business, my entrepreneurship is talking. But there's money in podcasting. There's money in live shows. There's money out there if that's something that you want to do. You with me? However, I wanted to make sure that I had something viable. Y'all with me this morning? Stay with me. Stay with me because I wanted to make sure that I had something viable. So I kept saying, y'all, I don't know if I'll be able to do this because of the fact, right? Because of the fact that I talk. I do basically a talk show. What can I do? But then y'all know that I have all my merch and things like that. I got a shop and all this other kind of stuff like that. So it goes in a way that sometimes you think that it's not for you, but then you find out it is for you. Y'all stay with me and I'm gonna bless you. Hey Gwen, hey Miss Gwen, good morning. So I go into this and I thought to myself, I said self, and myself saying, what is it that you want to give the community? What is it that you want to bring to society? I want society and my community to have an experience. I don't want them to feel like they're just a number. I want them to know that we're paying attention and that we hold space for them, right? That's what I want them to know. Y'all with me? Y'all holding on? All right. That's what I want them to know. I want them to know that I am in this, right? Not only for myself, because let's be real. You're doing it partly in part, and then probably 80-20 for yourself, because somewhere along the line, you had an experience that was not favorable. I'm talking about myself. And then I wanted to be able to give that experience to other individuals that was a favorable experience, that was a good experience. My childhood growing up being a Black gay man, also being diagnosed with AIDS and that only having 4 T cells, like a lot of things happened. And y'all, I just felt like I was nothing. I felt like I wasn't it. So what I said was, going forward, I don't like being a number. I don't like just being a number. I'm human. You hear me say all the time, I'm the H in HIV, I'm human. So what is it that I can actually do? Again, I have the gift of gab. I can talk, right? I know that I can change the atmosphere of a room. I know that I can make somebody have an experience. So I started thinking on this, right? And I even told them, and you can ask Joelle when I have Joelle back on the show, you can ask Joelle. Joelle said, I was saying, Joelle, I don't have anything. I'm in this cohort and I don't even know about entrepreneurship in that aspect. How do I package what I have? How do I assimilate it out to the community, society, or is it even worth it? Right? Why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters. So I asked Joelle, I said, Joelle, I don't know. And Joelle said, well, Titan, I think you have something here, and we're just going to continue on. You do the work plan, you do. And so I'm going through the motions, and I'm saying, still almost halfway through, I'm saying, I don't know, right? But then a light bulb went off, right? We had someone come in, and I want to say it was John. John came in, and John told us about the 2 tracks, right? But also that there was a niche, there was a place for somebody like myself if I wasn't going to do for profit, mean make money off of it, or nonprofit, right? If I wasn't going to do that, how can I do that? So what John and what let me go all the way back. What the normal anomaly, Joel, John, and others that came in taught me, right? That or gave me the opportunity to express myself, that you can be an entrepreneur, right? But you got to have your brand together. I didn't know I had a brand. I didn't know that I needed a brand. I just knew that I was Titan Capri and I was out here doing what I was doing. And I didn't even understand that that was the brand. The brand was me. Everything that I did, everything that I moved, how I showed up, that was my brand. And I had no idea that I was already out here showing my brand and letting you know my brand without me even knowing that I was doing that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Liberator cohort. The normal anomaly. Hold on. So I'm sitting here saying, I'm not doing anything. Like all I do is talk. All I do is get on, I go live and I talk to people and things like that. But here's the thing. Let me flip it. Let me go back. Remember, I said I wanted people to have an experience because my experience was a bad one. So I said, not on my watch. Like, I don't want people to ever feel like they are not worthy. They don't belong here. Like, I don't want that to be the case in point. But how do I package that? How do I get that? How do I be an entrepreneur off of that? And then I was saying things like, I don't know. I don't care about no numbers. I don't care about this. I don't want to beg anybody to do this and do that. I'm just being real with y'all today, right? But y'all, let me express something to you all. I'm talking to whoever this is right here, right? I'm talking to you. If you have a thought of a business or a brand, right? And this is why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters. I'm going to talk about the LGBTQIA plus right now. This is why this entrepreneurship matters, because what you don't know is who's out there looking, wishing, and wanting to have something to represent them. Y'all, I didn't know that I had a brand. I didn't know that that's what it was. I just knew that I showed up and I showed up the same way every time. And I was going to be truthful with you. And I was going to be honest with you. I was going to be truthful with, thank you, Lady T. I was going to be truthful with you and I was going to be honest with you. Brand. Brand. What do you want to call it, Titan? Oh, I don't know, but I want everybody to have an experience. The Titan Capri experience. Brand. They taught us how to do a SWOT analysis. They taught us how to make sure that our entrepreneurship, our business, our brand was viable. If you want to do this, then you do it. If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. But what it was is that I had to understand that I was a brand. Everything was tight and capri. Everything should have been tight and capri, right? Lady T just gifted me a hat and a mustache, and I love it. Everything that Lady T wants to do for her community, for her, is a brand. Whenever Lady T shows up, that's what it is. Miss Gwen, whenever Miss Gwen shows up, she's the brand. Now, y'all, I want y'all to think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. This may be your name, Titan Capri, but this is your brand. When you show up in spaces and places and people know that you are coming, they know what they're going to get. Perky, my nephew, when you show up, your name carries weight. Your brand is there. And so remember, I was saying, oh, I don't know if I have a brand. I don't know. Titan, you are a walking, talking brand. They know what they're going to get when you come into the room. They know what they're going to get. Okay, the Perky experience. They know what they're going to get. They know, Titan, that they're going to have an experience with you. Now, here's how you market that brand. Here's how you make that brand sustainable. The normal anomaly liberator cohort. This is how you do that. Now, I'm not saying that other organizations don't have something like that, but I'm saying I went through the liberator cohort year one. Yeah, I'm going to say it all the time. Year one. Before y'all even knew what it was, I was already in it. Anyway, look. So, but what it did was it taught me how to center who I was and what my brand meant. Then I needed to work on a vision and a mission statement, right? Now I'm going to tell y'all something. I completed the program, but I didn't have a full fleshed out mission and vision. And I'm about to show y'all this here just a second, right? So I wanted to make sure that I was good. And I just couldn't really do that because I was just like, I don't know what that is, right? Now here it is, years later, right? That I am fully fledged into what I'm doing, but I haven't registered for a profit or nonprofit. But what I've done is that I've curated spaces and places for my brand that I am in. So you already know that you're going to have a Titan Capri experience. I like to say the Titan Capri experience. You already know what you're going to have. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rocky. Good morning. You already know you're going to have a Titan Capri experience. And so, y'all, I had to go through the motions. I had to figure out who I was, what this brand was, and how I needed to represent with this brand. That's what I had to do. So I want you all, I'm going to say it one more time. I want you all to go over to the normalanomaly.org, right? Normalanomaly.org, and look at the Liberator cohort. If you are someone, right, in the Houston area, or you're someone in the Texas area, or you're someone that is interested in doing that, right? And I'm going to read it one more time, and then I'm going to show you what my product is, right? So Project Liberate curates businesses with social impact. You want to have social impact, right? You want to understand what it means to build. You want to understand the group economics, meaning that you want to understand where the money resides, you want to understand those things, right? Then this may be something that you look at going. Now, I'm not telling you that I had it all together in the Liberator cohort year one. I didn't tell you I had it all together, but it set me on a path to make sure that my business, my entrepreneurship, right, was viable, whichever way I decided to go. Y'all with me this morning, right? So I want to give a kudos to the Normal Anomaly and the Liberator cohort, because also too, it was different types of businesses. It was different types of branding, right? That you got a chance to see, right? And small things, were happening. And then people were saying, oh, we're Titan. I don't know if this is this, but y'all, I have a brand. My brand is Titan Capri, but my brand, and I started going by this, is the Titan Capri experience. Because what I realized, right, is that I was bringing an experience to my community. They had already saw it. They already knew it. I just didn't know it because I didn't think that it was a business or it was entrepreneurship or entrepreneur. I didn't think that. So here now I'm over here and now I'm curating these spaces and places. And then I thought about it. I said, well, let that be my mission and my vision. You know how and I'm talking to somebody here this morning that has a business idea, that has a brand, and you don't know where to go with this brand. Your brand or your business does not have to be like everybody else's. Your brand or your business can be a brand or business in such a way that it feeds your spirit and your soul and the communities as well. And you don't have to do all of that stuff. When you start out, right, it may not look good. It may not feel good. You may have to go through some things and you may have to set this up. You may have to tear it out. You may have to go back to the drawing board. This is why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters, because somebody had to do it before you. And not everybody is cookie cutter. Not everybody has the means, the money, the knowledge. It's some things that you have to do to grow. You feel me? Hey, Big Yo. Hey, Big Yo. Hey, my friend. So you have to really make sure that you are in it. Hey, Queen. Queen said, thank you, because I have been lost in where to start. And here's my thing, y'all. Remember, I said I had the gift of gab. I've been talking my ish for a good minute, but I didn't think that it was a brand. I didn't think that it was a valuable entrepreneurship. I didn't think it was a business. I didn't think it was that. Big Yo is on here, and I'm gonna use you for a minute, Big Yo, if you don't mind. Big Yo is on here, and I think this is Big Yo from Houston Club. Big Yo, probably, and I don't know, because I've been knowing Big Yo since the 90s, right? Had an idea. I needed somewhere for my people to go. Club Big Yo. Big Yo sprouted. Baby, Big Yo came out the box and became one of those clubs from the 90s on, right? From the 90s, 2000 on, to make sure that there was a space in her community for her people. Entrepreneurship. And of course, she got with KK, right? And they made it happen. But of course, there was some ups and downs, I'm sure. And there were some business things that they had to go through in order to understand. And I'm pretty sure that the first year out the gate, right, they had to get, oh, okay, wait a minute, we're not doing that no more. Oh, we're going to go over here. Oh, this is more cost effective. But this is my brand. So this is my brand. Big Yo was the brand. So we got to make sure that we're on point with the brand, that we show up and we show out every time, that we make it a safe space, a brave space for our community to come and have a good time. You with me? Now, here's the thing. A lot of times I believe that with a brand and a business that you have, you are doing something, you are producing something because something is missing. Something is missing in your life. Something is missing in your community. Something in the big society, the world is missing something. An experience. Big Yo was an experience. You feel me? Now, Big Yo, I don't even know if you know this, but like you were your space was an experience, and it was a place where everybody came together. It was a space where we were like, oh, yes, we're going to go over there. And I'm going to be honest with you, right? We wanted to cut up and we wanted to, act up, and we wanted to be in it, right? We wanted to be around our people. and we wanted to have a little bit of hood, right, out in the place. And this is not a dig, y'all. This is not a dig. I am a hood individual. We wanted the red cups. We wanted the swinging and banging. We wanted all of that, and we didn't have that, right? And so what happened was Big Yo came out the box saying, "Hey, you can come over here to the backyard party, and you can have your moment." Okay, we had a good time. Yes, indeed. You can have your moment. So, y'all, I'm saying to you all today, right? Why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters is because there is a niche, there is a space and a place for you. I didn't believe it was one for me, but I know that I could get on and talk. I always have conversations with people. I'm always holding space for people. So how can I make that a viable business? Entrepreneurship. I don't but I did hold space for my community. Boom. I held space. Now, Titan, what is that space about? An experience. You feel me? Big Yo held space. The normal anomaly holds space. Now, what do I want that space to be about? I want you all to have an experience. And this is what came from that experience. Now, I haven't shown anybody this, right? But I'm going to show it today because I'm saying to you all why LGBTQIA plus ally entrepreneurship matters is because we need it. People will tell you all the time that you can go anywhere and shop and do and all of that, but it's not curated for you. Have you ever been somewhere and you want something from your community? You want to feel welcome. You want to feel that you are in, right? That you want to feel that you're in a safe and brave space. That's what my brand is. My brand is the experience. It may not look like everybody else's, but it's still my brand. So in the Liberator cohort, I was able to go ahead and hone in on my brand and understand what my brand meant, even though I thought it didn't mean a whole lot in that. Hey, Ebony, good morning. Ebony said, good morning, King. All right, y'all, I'm going to play this for you all. This is my first time ever playing it. Thank you so much, Dolphin. Thank you so much. My first time ever playing it. Big Yo said, and we partied together. Yes, indeed. Let me tell y'all something about an old Big Yo party, okay? Now, I'm going to say this to Big Yo. I don't know if Big Yo is still on here, but I'm going to say this, Big Yo, let me tell you something. So over off of Skyline, let me tell you that we used to have a party up over there. We had a party up on the balcony, down in the pit. This was back in the day when it would be, I don't know, 400 people in that spot. We used to have the upstairs. It had like a balcony. I think it was like a theater. I think that's what it was. I think it was like a theater. But when I tell you, we used to be up in there down in the pit. They would be J setting. There would be music on. It was music in different places. We would walk across the bridge. You remember at the time? Walk across the bridge, baby. And it was a space, right? And still till this day, whenever I drive by Skyline, I always think, I'd be like, man, we had a time up in there. But it moved from one place to the next, but it kept going. Why? Because the brand was there. Big Yo had a brand. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm saying this today, and I'm using Big Yo because Big Yo is on, but a prime example. Sometimes you have to move different spaces and places, right? Sometimes you have to do things, right? And sometimes people will say, oh, I don't want to be over here anymore because they doing this and they doing that. But here's the thing. You produce something that was for the community. Once you do that with the community in mind, and I'm sure Big Yo and KK said, we got to get something for us. We got to get something for us to make sure, right? But then they said also, too, we got to make sure that our community has a place to go. Now, how do we do that? What are the economics? How much money do we need? Who do we need to hire? What license do we need? Like all of the things that they had to do in order to get to this. So I'm going to flip it real quick. All the things I had to do to have the Titan Capri experience. And y'all, I'm going to say this. My Titan Capri experience had not been on the forefront a lot before then, but I was doing things behind the scenes. I was navigating, I was curating spaces, I was linkage to care, I was showing up for people, I was delivering groceries, everybody was having an experience. And that's what I wanted people to do. And sometimes I just met up with someone, took them to their appointment, or just sat down and listened to them and experience. Y'all with me this morning? So I did all that because somebody out there, whoever you are right here, this is for you, but it's also for me because I thought I did not have a brand or a business. I thought that entrepreneurship was not in my wheelhouse, but it was. Y'all with me this morning? All right. So y'all, I'm going to show y'all my commercial, right? My commercial for the Titan Capri experience. I want to introduce you to the Titan Capri experience. Now, I want y'all to know this. I'm working on it. I'm still working on it, but I'm already doing things. And then I'm going to show you all my Titan Capri experience shop. So 2 things are going to happen in this, right? And then this will be like our commercial time frame. But I want to show you all this because I went into this cohort with the normal anomaly, the liberator cohort, year 1, thinking that I did not have a viable business. And I did. And my business, let me say this before I play this. My business didn't necessarily make money in the beginning, right? But over the last year and a half, my business has been making money. I am the money. I'm the brand, right? So now everywhere I go, I bring that brand along with me. They know the brand. They're asking for the brand. And part of my Titan Capri experience is my Titan in the morning. Y'all with me? I've also had brunching with Titan, where I would bring individuals in that are key people in the community, right? They don't have to do anything. They just come and have brunch. That's part of my Titan Capri experience because I want to give back. Right? And in the beginning, they told me, Titan, that's not going to make any money. But I'm the brand. Now, it gave me a little coinage, right? But I had to work through some things and figure out some things. So, y'all, here's the grand premiere of the Titan Capri experience. Me telling you what the Titan Capri experience is. Now, TikTok, y'all know I'm on the other side over here, but you can still hear it. So here's what it is. For those of you all who are watching YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, this is the premiere of my Titan Capri experience, the Titan Capri experience. And I want to welcome you to it, introduce you to it. So here goes. I know, right? I know. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. I would like to introduce you to the Titan Capri experience, where our mission is to curate spaces and places that educate people living with HIV and the people that support them with experiences that bridge the gap between community and resources. Our vision is to center the human aspect of people living with HIV and the people that support them with the focus on the mental, emotional, and spiritual support needed to thrive in your integrated communities. That is the Titan Capri experience. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a Black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis, I would like to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience, where our mission is to curate spaces and places that educate people living with HIV and the people that support them with experiences that bridge the gap between community and resources. Our vision is to center the human aspect of people living with HIV and the people that support them with the focus on the mental, emotional, and spiritual support needed to thrive in your integrated communities. That is the Titan Capri Experience. Hi, Capri, and I would love to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience merch. Have you been over to my shop to see all the wonderful items that I have for you? Let me tell you, I have the Titan in the Morning mugs, socks, tote bags, candles, and t-shirts. I even have a Titan Capri Experience insulated 40-ounce travel mug. Yes, I did say 40 ounces. So hop on over and check out all the goodies that I have for you. Also, if clicking the link is not for you, you can scan the QR code and it will take you to my TikTok shop where you can do all the shopping that you would love to do. Go on over and check me out. For the link, the QR code, but either way, it will take you to the destination, which is my Titan Capri Experience shop. See you there. All right, y'all. So there was a little hiccup with the with the playing. It looked like they went over each other. But so I played my Titan Capri Experience, like welcoming you to the Titan Capri Experience and telling you my vision and my mission, right? So I want to do this because a lot of times we don't your vision and mission can change, right? However, I want you to think about what it is that you want to do and how you want to have your brand and your entrepreneurship, right? And so I want you to think about that. I thought about it in the beginning and I thought that it would be this, and it was so cookie cutter. And I was like, well, I'm going to do this and do that. Then I was like, wait a minute. In the Liberator cohort, they said it doesn't have to be the norm, right? But it does need to be something valuable. It needs to be something that your mission and your vision, like what is your mission? What do you want to do? Your vision is what are you going to, like, what exactly are you going to put out there? And so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I was having an experience. So I would curate spaces and places to do that. Then I had my merch, right? And my merch was, the things that I do when I sip in the mornings and the t-shirts, and you see the things back here and all of this stuff. Like I have all of these things. And in the beginning, I thought nothing about any of that. I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then here I am years later doing what I love and being the brand, right? But doing it my way, doing it how I saw fit, doing it off of something that the community needed, that I didn't necessarily know they needed, which was my gift of gab, which was my changing the atmosphere in the room, which was me holding space for my community. Ooh, huh. E-condola. E-condola. I should have bought a Honda and a Testarossa. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. This is why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters, because a lot of times we are not seen in the general public like that. Right now, I know nowadays you see it. You got all type of cups and flags and fans, and we clacking and doing all of that. But what are you doing for that? Is it for you? Is it for your community? I didn't know that there was a space that need to be had in my form and fashion, in the way that I saw fit. I know what I was missing, but then I felt bad because I felt like I was being selfish and wanting to do it for myself, but it was needed for my community. Then my community showed up and said, hey, Titan, thank you so much. Hey, Titan, thank you for doing this. Hey, Titan, thank you for seeing me. Hey, Titan, thank you for listening and understanding. And I said, oh, wait, oh, wait. I'm curating spaces and places for those people that are living with HIV and those that support them. I'm producing a safe and brave space for people. Oh, I'm the brand. I'm the brand. I don't have much money, but how can I give you the brand? Every time I show up, I'm the brand. Now, y'all, sometimes things just don't jump off quick. Sometimes it takes a little while. Hold that thought right there. Let me go up over here. Hey, thank you so much, Big Yo. Big Yo said, congratulations. Thank you so much. The King said, good morning, Positive King. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Moon Sign, thank you so much for following. Hey, Gerald, good morning. Miss Gwen, I'm not going to forget you next time. I got you on the next brunch. The brunch that I had last year was the inaugural one. It was the first one. And so, yes, I got you, Miss Gwen. I got you. You know, I'm not going to forget you. Okay. King HNIC said, yes, come on. I love it. Indeed. You know, I tried to do a little something. Hey, Fade, good morning. Said positive vibes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good morning to you. Hey, Julia, good morning. You know, I love all those O's and R's and INGs, right? Y'all come on in and do that. Y'all come on in and make sure that you are good. Good morning. Hey, Darnell, good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. So, y'all, let's do this. Now, I want to do this because I'm talking about why LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters this morning, right? And I talked to you about the Titan Capri experience. So I want you, if you have a business or a brand, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come with me this morning. If you have a business or a brand, I want you to put it down in the comments. I want you to put a link to your business or your brand, right? And then I want you to go over and look at Project Liberate with the normal anomaly. Okay. Moonsign said, I can sense your good energy. Good morning. Good morning, Moonsign. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Right. So that's what I want you all to do. It doesn't matter how small or how big it is. I want you to put your brand or your business into the comments. That's what I want you to do. And then this is for those of you who are trying it out. It may not go good the first time around. Hell, the second time around. You may feel like this is useless. It's not something, but find your niche. Find what it is that makes you want to do this. What is your mission? What is your vision? What's the reasoning behind it? Right? And then let's be real with each other. It takes money. It takes time and energy. And let's be real with that. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. Just recently, I took a hiatus because I wanted to stop all of this. Because I was just running and running and running and running. But here's where the part comes in. My LGBTQIA plus and ally entrepreneurship, right, mattered because people started to come out the woodwork and say, hey, Titan, where you been? What's going on? Hey, Titan, I missed this. Hey, Titan, can you come over here and be on this panel? Hey, Titan, can you come and do a breathing exercise? Hey, Titan, can you come and do a presentation? Like, I didn't think that I had a viable business. But y'all, it was me being the brand. It was me showing up consistently, right? Being consistent in who I was. Now, I can't give you the good without giving you the bad. But let me tell y'all something. My good outweighed my bad. I had to go back to the drawing board to make sure. Y'all, I was already curating spaces and places. I was already doing that. I used to do what I call the gathering. I used to gather up my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. You with me? And we would eat. That's what we do. We break bread. Something that my grandmother used to always do, right? We would bring everybody to the table. So I started having these gatherings. You get it? Gatherings, right? That turned out to be experiences. I was already doing it. I just didn't put a business model to it. Some of y'all, yeah. Some of y'all, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I did not put a business model to it. I didn't believe that it was a valuable business. Did it make money in the beginning? No. Does it make a whole lot of money? No. But it was something that I wanted to do for me and my community. It was something I felt that was needed. So I stayed the course. But my launching pad was the Liberator cohort with the normal anomaly, where they gave me the tools. Whichever route I wanted to take, I could be able to pull and go. Y'all with me? So I want to answer a question. I know I'm past time, but I want to answer a question. There were a couple of questions that I had here, right? And I wanted to do this. So what I said about this episode, right? This episode explores why LGBTQIA plus entrepreneurship and the role of allies is crucial to today's economic and social landscape, right? We have to be an inclusive space. There needs to be space for us, meaning it's inclusive, right? And I'm not saying that a lot of people are saying that, oh, I don't really want to do this or do that. There was a time that I didn't want to tell you that I was a Black gay man who was HIV positive and celebrating 20 years this year. There was a time I didn't want to do that. But y'all, I'll go back to, and this may not be for you, and that's okay. But for me, I had to be the brand. I had to speak on things. My time in the background was done. And I'm not saying this is the same for you, but for me, I wanted to be on Front Street. I needed to be out, not out of the closet, because I was never in a closet. You know, who goes into a closet? But I saw how I curated an experience for individuals, right? And nobody basically knew I existed outside of the work that I was doing in my community, being an advocate. You with me on this? And so what I realized early on is that in order for me to be a change, and in order for me to be that person, I had to be out there, right? This is just me, not you. I statements. I felt I needed to be out there. So I changed my social media. And then I started moving in a way. Remember, I was already the brand. I was already there. Part of the questions that I had for today was, what was your why? Right? And this is something that I want you all to take back with you. If you have a business that you want, a LGBTQIA plus or allied business that you feel that needs to be in the community, and you want to know where to start, what is your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you feel your business is something that's valuable for the community? It's a why. And it's not a dig. It's not me saying, oh, you don't deserve this. It's me saying, you answer yourself. You need to know why. Not those people over there. Why are you doing this? Why are you showing up as this brand? Was something missing? Did something happen? Why? And y'all, if you answer these questions, right, for yourself, before you go and try to answer them for somebody else, you will be much better off. Hold on. Woo. Hey, hold up. Some of y'all ain't there. Y'all gonna get this in the parking lot. Y'all gonna get this over there in the parking lot. What is your why? There has to be a reason. There was a reason that the Titan Capri experience, that Titan Capri was the brand. Because remember, my diagnosis was not a good one. My life growing up, not being who I was, not being who God made me, was not a good one. I wanted you to have an experience, a loving experience, an honest experience, right? I wanted you to go in spaces and places where you could sit down and be okay. Experience. I want when you go to get resources and you go to the doctor or you go to get your medication, I want you to have an experience, the Titan Capri experience. And so what I said was, I wanted to make sure that I curated, right, had spaces and places where people could do that. When I worked for the organizations, I made sure that if I sent you somewhere, if I referred you somewhere, that you would have an experience going over there, a good one, that you would have a one-stop shop, that you wouldn't have to worry. I made sure that if my name was attached to it, you already knew that you were going to have an experience. Y'all, and I worked hard for that. So no, my entrepreneurship did not start out making money and doing that. But I believe if you are having an experience, that's my money. That's my coinage. You are having an experience. Those are those Deutschmarks, those dollars, because you are having an experience. I curated that. You with me? What is your why? Titan, why do you do this? Because I had a bad experience. People told me I shouldn't be here. People didn't address me properly. People didn't care how I identified. People didn't care that I was taken advantage of, and that's how I became HIV, living with HIV. People didn't care about that. So my experience was bad after bad after bad after bad. Where do I go? What do I do? So what's your why, Titan? I want to curate spaces and places where people feel safe and brave. I want to be inclusive of that. I want you to understand that you're a part of my community. You're a part of my chosen family. That's the Titan Capri experience. And y'all, I thought it didn't hold weight. I thought it was nothing viable. The other individuals that were part of the cohort, they had viable business, catering and making t-shirts and doing this and doing it. They had all of that stuff. And here I was over here just talking. One is a caterer that had won the award, and another one is a barber that had won the award. Like they got viable businesses. People come into their business every day and pay them money, Cash App, however they do it, do all of this, and they have a viable business. I didn't think I had a business like that. Whoever this is right here, I'm talking to you because my spirit is telling me you need to hear this. Your business may not look like their business. Your business may not look like 504 Girls business. Your business may not look like Wildflower's business. Your business may not look like Julia's business, but your business is your business. It matters. It matters. And I don't care how small you think it is, it matters. Somebody somewhere out there is not seeing them represented in what's out there. And here you come doing what you do, and then they see themselves in you. And then they see themselves in you. Why LGBTQIA entrepreneurship matters? Representation. Y'all, I didn't know that I was a representative. Who knew? Know who you are. What's your why? Right? That's number one. What's your why? Number two, right? How does your identity shape innovation. Hold on. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all this morning. This is what we doing this morning. This is what we doing this morning. Yes, indeed. Hold on, because I'm about to get out of here, but I gotta make sure. But I gotta make sure. All right. What's your why? What's your why? I'm putting it in here. What's your why? And then number two, these are two important things that I think that that you have to make sure that you understand, right? Because these are two things, and I'm using I statements. These are two things for me that changed the way that I viewed my business, my entrepreneurship. Okay. This is the way. The second one, the first one is your why. Why are you doing this? Right? We got that. But here's the thing, when you are curating this answer for them, make sure that you're curating it for yourself. You answer this yourself first. Not nobody else needs the answer. You need the answer. You be real with yourself. Why are you doing this? Because it was ugly. It was nasty. It didn't work. I don't want anybody else. I told my God on that hospital bed when I thought that I was about to be out of here, I said, if you save me, you with me? If you save me from this, right? Because remember, my story is I'm laying in that hospital bed and my God came to me and said, stop asking to leave here. It is not your time, bruh. You got work to do. You got work to do. I didn't bring you here for you to leave just yet. You got work to do. You got things that are going to happen that are going to need Titan Capri, the Titan Capri experience, which I didn't know back then. That was 20 years ago. You're going to have things. People are going to need you. You with me? So shut up and stop asking me for that because I'm not giving it to you. That's how I talk with my God. Yeah. And then I said, okay, well, if you bring me up out of this, all of this pain and agony, if you get all of these tubes running in and out of me, if you stop me from having these seizures, you with me? Then I'm going to do whatever I can, not on my watch. I'm not letting anybody go on my watch. That was my promise 20 years ago. Now, it took me about 14 years to really get in the groove and do it because I've really been doing it for this last 6 years. But y'all, I'm not even going to shortchange myself. I was doing the experience. I just wasn't calling it an experience. I've been doing it all my life. Remember, I told you I have the gift of gab. My grandma used to say, I used to talk to old people all the time, elders. They used to say that I had an old soul. You with me? So I was doing the experience. I just didn't know that it was an experience. I've been doing that for a time, but now I have put the words to it. Now I have the language. Now I have the understanding. Now I know what my brand is. That's my brand. The second thing, right? The second thing, how does your identity shape innovation? Oh, some of y'all wasn't ready for this one this morning. How does your identity shape innovation? What are you doing differently? Huh? Yes, it's a microphone. But how innovative are you with your identity with this microphone? Come on, somebody tell me. Because everybody has a microphone. Your phone has a microphone. Your laptop has a microphone. Everybody, hell, your Ring doorbell got a microphone. How does your identity shape innovation? And y'all, what I had to do was let you know that my identity is I'm a Black gay man who is HIV positive, celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. I have to be real with you. I have to be honest with you. And y'all, if that's where I got to go, to that niche, to that market, it's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're true to yourself of who you are. But I had to understand that. It's not a bad thing. It's not a foul thing. It's not a derogatory thing to be who you are. Somebody asked me one time, Titan, why do you always have to announce who you are? I'm not announcing who I am. I'm telling you who I am. I'm telling you where I stand. I'm telling you who I am. I'm setting boundaries and expectations by letting you know who I am. I don't curate spaces and places for you to come in and disrupt and act a fool and then leave chaos and destruction at my feet. Oh, no. You know who I am, and I stand by that. You know what I represent, and I stand by that. You know that a Titan Capri experience is going to be just that. And if you don't know, right? And if you don't know, either one of two things. You haven't heard me through, or you just don't like what I'm doing. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. But I want to say this to you this morning. Your LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters. It may not look like everybody else's. It may not be something that's a Big Bang theory. It may not be that. But know who you are. What's your why? Why are you doing it? What makes you get up every day and do it? And then how does your identity shape your innovation? Y'all, my identity was very much this. Y'all saw that I did my whole Titans Groove at the beginning of the show. Me sipping, everybody said it was a slurp, but I told them that's how we sip here at Titan in the morning, right? Me sipping and me saying good morning and asking for you to spell it out with all the O's and R's and INGs. Innovation. Y'all, how many of y'all have a cup? Drink your coffee. Millions upon millions, quadrillions of people in this world. But how many of you all sip? Like that. How many of you all say good morning? Right? People told me that it was not good. They told me it wouldn't go across well on radio. They told me that I couldn't do this, right? And then at one point they told me you're only talking to 3 to 5 people. What are you really doing? Y'all, don't let them naysayers get you. Don't let them naysayers stop you from your blessing. My God told me I had work to do. Didn't say it was going to be easy work, just I had work to do. So I did the work. I'm still doing the work. But I had to be real with myself. I had to start the healing process on myself. And then once I was good enough to stand up and go, then I did it for my community. But I want to make sure that you understand there will be bumps and bruises and roadblocks and detours. But if you are real with yourself about where you're at in this moment, if you will love yourself through it all and understand that everything is not going to be perfect, then you, the brand, your entrepreneurship matters. Be real with yourself and go forward and do. Lucy Lou said, I've explained the sip to others when I get that look from others. Okay, look, Lucy Lou, I'm gonna tell you, because they told me that sip that I was doing was definitely a slurp and it was never gonna go over well. And I said, look, and here it is years later. People are sipping when I see people out in the street, y'all. And this is something that I'm thankful for, right? Because I was at a brunch the other day and I said, hey, y'all, good morning. And everybody chimed in and said, good morning. And I said, yeah, I almost cried in that moment because I was like, you know what I mean? Like, you know that you're doing impactful things, but you don't know your impact. At least not with me, because I'm a humbled individual. You tell me that thank you for this, and I'm going to say, well, thank you for doing you. Thank you for that. I'm going to tell you 15 times thank you. People know me, right? Y'all, I had to understand that my entrepreneurship matters. Know your brand. Know how to keep your brand valuable, right? And love yourself through it all. Know your brand. How do I sustain? And then love yourself. And the way you can do that is by asking yourself that why. And is your identity, has it shaped your innovation? Because your identity may be stopped at places. Thank you all so much. Your identity may be stopped at certain places and spaces and detours and this. How do you get around that? How do I get past that? That's what you ask yourself. And you know how I get around it? Because this is my platform and I do what I want to do on my platform. What makes me happy, right? That part. Hey, 504 girl. 504 girl said, good morning, listening and driving. Love you. Love you too, 504 girl. Thank you so much for that. Said here. Okay, love you as well. Okay, Julia, I saw you over there. Okay, that part, indeed. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Okay, Wildflower said, Lucy Lou, they will never understand it. They will never get it, baby. Okay, Fade said, thank you. Wildflower said, amen. One Bap said, agreed. Agreed, indeed, indeed. Friend, I just found out yesterday that since February 2018, I've been HIV positive. And then Wildflower, you said a friend of yours, or Wildflower, that's you, right? And then yeah, let me know, because I don't know if I'm reading it correctly, but let me know. I think I don't know if you're saying a friend. You just found out a friend yesterday has been living with HIV since 2018, or you've been. I'm just trying to figure out. Moonsign said, speak on it. Nubian said, all I've ever seen is you spreading positivity and love. Your spirit is warm and it shines bright. My spirit is warm and it shines bright. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Okay. Wildflower said, good morning, gang, and family. Beautiful said, you are worthy. Thank you, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Thank you for your advocacy. We love you. Thank you so much. Hello, my lovely friend. I hope that you are having a peaceful morning. Yes, indeed. My morning has been peaceful. Y'all are all here. We're all here. Yes, indeed. Good, good, good. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Oh, okay. You apologize. Okay. Yes, indeed. Well, then I want to say to you, kudos to you, Wildflower. You said since February 2018, peace and blessings to you. You always have a place here. And a lot of times it's hard for us to say these things out loud and things like that, especially on social media and on a public platform. But I want to say congratulations to you for embracing that. And then we don't know how far it took you to come to terms with it, speak on it, and all of that. But know that you're welcome here. Know that your status is your status. Know that knowing your status is a blessing and all of those good things. So y'all, let's give some claps and snaps to Wildflower for being who she is and acknowledging where she is on her journey. And that's how you do that. That's how you do that. Look, y'all. So this month, I'm actually doing a lot of entrepreneurship. Like I said, I started with the Liberator cohort with the Normal Anomaly here in Houston, Texas, and go over to normalanomaly.org and look at the Liberator cohort and see if that's something that you may like, that you may want to do. I am a year one. I said it again, didn't I? I'm a year one alumni of that, but it taught me how to build my business that I didn't think was a true business. Bam. Yes, LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters, right? Remember, what's your why? Why are you doing this? And then also, how does your identity shape innovation? And I want to say this last thing before I get out of here, before we close out. A lot of times people think that their identity will hinder their business or their brand. My identity was the very thing that launched my brand and my business. Just think about that. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I want y'all to know this. There is a constant in this world, and it's love. But I believe that we need more self-love. So I want to tell you this morning, I love you right where you're at in this moment. You will have other moments, but you will not have this moment again. I want you to love yourself right where you're at in this moment. So I love you right where you're at in this moment. You don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt, and there's nothing that you can do about it. I love you right where you're at in this moment, flaws and all. Wherever you're at in this moment, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Peace and blessings to you. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hey, KB, good morning. Good morning to you. That's my old friend. That's my Kathy right there. Look, y'all, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be good to one another. All this month, we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship and businesses, right? So on Thursday, we're going to be talking about businesses again and things like that. Y'all tune back in. Y'all stay with me. I'm going to have some guests throughout the month, but we're going to talk about it because LGBTQIA and ally entrepreneurship matters. Y'all see the Titan Capri experience. It matters. Look, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. Talk to y'all later. Bye. 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 Bye, you. Hey, we had a good time, didn't we? We would like to thank you for tuning in today and thank you in advance for tuning in the future. If you would like to contact me for any questions, comments, and or concerns about the show, the community that I serve, and the advocacy work that I'm doing, please scan the QR code above or send an email directly to titan.capri@gmail.com. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just put Titan Capri in any search engine or bar, and I am sure that you will find it. Until next time, y'all be great.